Hey guys, it's Dawn. Hope you're having a great day. I'm making another card in my Mother's Day series, and I decided to use the same stamp set I used last time. Although it's the same stamp set, I made a completely different style card with it. I'm using the Mom's layered flower stamp set again. It's the only stamp set you'll need for this card. Sometimes I like to make cards with minimal supplies because not everyone has a huge selection of stamps and dies. So let's get started. I cut a piece of white cardstock to 4 1/4 by 5 1/2, and I'm going to place it in my MISTI stamping tool, and I place my sentiment where I want it to go, and then I'm going to stamp the outline of the small and larger flower just randomly all over the front of the card. I'm going to be heat embossing the flowers, so I need to rub the paper with my embossing powder bag. And then I'm going to stamp my images with Versamark ink. Then I just move the flowers around to a different spot on the card front, and then I stamp it with Versamark ink. I pour gold embossing powder on it, and then when my heat tool is good and hot, I'm just going to heat emboss everything. I do this a couple of times so I don't make any mistakes. And then I just keep repeating the process until I have all the outline flowers stamped on the front of the card and heat embossed. And it looks really nice even without any color on it. I put the card front back in my MISTI stamping tool. Now we're going to add some ink to the center of the flower. I line the stamps up on top of the outline image. These stamps are very easy to line up. I stamp the images with some rouge color ink. Now, if you want, you could use some Copic markers to make the center of the flowers a little bit darker to give it some depth if you wanted. Or you can put a little bit of ink in the center of these stamps and then stamp it again, but I was fine doing only the one stamp. But I did stamp them about 3 times to make them a little bit darker. Next, I trim the card front down to 3 5/8 by 5 inches. I have an A2 sized white card base. I cut a piece of coral cardstock to 4 inches by 5 1/4, and then I cut a piece of white craft foam to fit behind the card front. I just used some liquid glue to adhere the foam to the card front. Then I'm going to adhere the card front to the coral cardstock. And then I just adhere the entire card front to the white card base. And to finish off my card, I'm using my favorite confetti from This Calls for Confetti. I'm using the Inca Gold today. I know I say this in every video. Whimsy Stamps carries a huge variety of This Calls for Confetti collection, so I just like to let you know that. I'm just randomly putting the confetti on the card, and then I'm going to adhere it with my glue and my jewel picker. And then that's it. That's going to complete my card for today. This card was super quick and easy to make, and I think it turned out great. It has lots of shine to it with the heat embossing that I did, and it makes a great Mother's Day card. I want to thank you for joining me on the Whimsy Stamps YouTube channel. I would love for you to leave a comment below and let me know what you think of the card. Be sure to subscribe to the Whimsy Stamps YouTube channel and their other social media platforms so you don't miss out on any upcoming releases and great inspirational videos. Also, check out their website for all their new releases. And as always, I want to thank you for stopping by and spending your time with me, and have yourself a wonderful day.